Testing, test. Okay. I don't know what device that is. Down just a tad here. There we go. Okay, I think we're working now. We're working now. All right, we gotta get this going, chat. We'll go over the market that was last week. What the heck was last week? First full week of trading, I think. Yeah. This week is a short week. We got holiday, MLK Day, and Inauguration Day tomorrow. Kind of wild. And then we just continue with earnings and on into next week. And the end of the month. So we do have end of the month trading coming up. That kind of stuff. Big earnings next 2 weeks. So today we'll go over the market, and then I've already labeled my trades, so we'll just go through those quickly, and then maybe we'll look at sectors and try to think of some trade ideas for the next few weeks. Let's see. Oh, we're dropping frames. Okay, so sorry, chat, if you notice the glitchiness. We're dropping frames. Let's go ahead, go to mainstream. Here we go. So this isn't fully, well, I haven't taken all my profits off the table yet. I have some puts that I sold and calls that I sold, and we'll take a look at those positions in a little bit. I have IBIT, I have TQQQ, selling puts on that, and then I have Oxy, which I'd like to sell calls on. So we'll take a look at those positions. But for the market, let's go to the 5-day. So everything is up over the last week. So Russell cash market's up, and Dow is up. SPX and NDX are all moved higher last week. So let's go to the 3-month. Still up, still making their way up. The Russell and the Dow have some work to do. And then on the year, of course, everything is still up. Looks like we're dropping frames. That's okay, chat. We'll be all right. We just have to have the stream going for. So I mean, and I think looking at. Actually, let me pull that up. Let me pull up trading view. Get the charts going. We can look at the charts too. So we have futures rocking and rolling right now. Let's zoom out. So it is, we still need to break above this downtrend. Not broken out of it. We broke out of it a little bit last week, but we're still under the pressure of this right here. So that's just something to watch. Crude, we've switched contracts now. That's good. Looks like we're popping up above here on crude. That's kind of interesting, so I might keep an eye on that. For this evening, we'll see what's the stop on. I have to look at that. If gold, I haven't done that one yet. See, this still needs to come out of that downtrend. As does the Russell. This isn't perfect, but it needs to. Didn't want to go any higher on Friday. And then this is breaking down, so that's something to watch. And then we're in, let's see, where's TQQQ? So I sold some puts. I sold the 70 puts, so down here on TQQQ. So we'll see how those go. We'll roll those probably at 50%. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then IBIT, I'm selling calls on that. So if it gets to 63, my calls are up here at 63. So to make it up there, I make a little bit of money. They get called away. Sounds good to me. Otherwise, just keep selling calls on them. And then Oxy, I should probably have that on here too, since I have a position. Please chart it. I think this is still kind of hanging down. Day here. $7. That was during the Rona. So it's right here. Kind of a lot of overhead supply. Could be down here at $10. Down to $7, $8, $9, $10, $38. And it isn't a downtrend, but it does have liquid options and somewhat tradable. And I don't really know, like there's an area of support down here. Support through here is kind of yeah, that's the other position I have on. So like right now the Qs be on the month. Yeah, I couldn't make a new high yet, so that's something to watch. Whether or not a new high is made in these indices, but overall they are still bullish. And yeah, so the day trading I did, I mean, maybe we stop this because it's not. We'll keep doing what we can. So yeah, kind of like a break-even week. I have things that are still on. I think overall I'm up about 300 for the week, which is pretty good for me. But that's still paper gains, most of these. Let's go through them quickly, I guess. Trying to day trade, trying to scalp on things. Just, you know, same things kind of appear, like a bad entry, like why didn't I enter down here? So yeah. Trying different things too. This is a long. Yeah, I mean, you're buying, the breakouts just didn't work above VWAP, or like even the breakouts, they just, it comes back in when it breaks out, and then when it goes down below, it's kind of like staying within like this Bollinger Band situation. Like it just is kind of consolidating. Me trying to be tricky with the Qs, I just didn't hold on to it long enough. Kind of missed out on that. Oh, will get me every time. The chop will get me every time. Yeah, so doing the breakouts there, it goes right back to the middle. It's super hard to short. I'm opening at the top of these bars. I need to do better with my entries, so we'll focus on that. So next week, better entries. We really got to focus on our entries. Like, look at where you're entering. Like, use TradingView to help you see where you're entering on the bar. Use ActiveTrader to show you where you're entering on the bar. Like, you don't want to enter at the top of a bar. That's not a good idea. Let's see. Trump saved TikTok. Yay! Okay, right here. So just a note for the week, focus on your best entries. And like, I need to make sure that I'm always writing out my trades. So I'm writing out when I'm getting in, what my targets are, just really have a better idea of that. Get better entries. Look how it just takes it right back. And he could have broke even, but it's still not a great trade. Entry was bad. These are all kind of break even. See, entries are bad. I'm entering at the top. And I don't think some of these are recorded correctly. I think they were scratches, but they just weren't recorded correctly. This is my vertical spread. We're still in that. Crude short. Had the most money down here, down here. Did it go to like 75 that day? I don't remember. Yeah, this wasn't a great trade either. Kind of getting chopped up. This is my vertical spread, or my selling my put. And look how choppy this was. And I got lost in there. I need to stay in trades longer, and I need to there was no get out of this trade. It didn't even get through low a day. And then I think, you know, your stop, you have to kind of want your stop to be like low of day. You know, sometimes that's too much risk, and maybe that's not a trade that you take then. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I would have sat through this, even though down here would have come through. Yeah, end of day, it finally would have come through. Yikes. Yeah, bad entry. Yeah, SoFi. SoFi's on the watch list too. SoFi made quite the run. I think it's at 17 now. Oxy, this was probably rolling something? Yeah, this was a rolling a call. This was playing momentum on Nvidia. Yeah, 915 EMA trade. This was rolling my short put. It was cool. And that was it. So kind of whatever I took off was break even. There's another way to like look at these things. Transaction act. Drop down. Alright. I'm dropping frames. But yeah, that was the trading week. So no, you can't see them right now at all. Yeah, we're live to the world right now. Yeah. So let's go ahead and look at some sector performance, and then maybe we'll look for some trades. So we had some big earnings, so we could take a look at that too. Let me load that up. So I'll keep with my TQQQ. I might roll it up. We'll see though. There's still a lot of time on it. That's the thing. Like, I feel like with these rolls and stuff, this way of trading, there's times where they kind of force you to move, but maybe you don't want to move. Like, you kind of have to move. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm dealing with now. Is like, okay, when do you roll? When do you not roll? Like, do you just stay mechanical? Like, do you wait for that higher volatility? Like, those are some of the things I have to think through now. So past 5 days we have ITB, which I think's builders or something. ITB is the home builders, and then KRE is regional banks, OH is oil development, energy, financials. You know, the big financials went. I know some of the smaller financials need to go still. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and load earnings. Load. Okay, we'll do a scan here. We'll go ahead and configure. Wait. Oh yeah, use historical date. We want to go back to 17th. Okay. Okay. Oh, Huntington Bank shares, nice. Did they already go? Yeah, they did, or no, they have. They'll go on Tuesday. It looks like, yeah, Tuesday. Oh, they already went, so they did go already. Okay. Ooh, okay. Delta. Just like the airplanes up to the sky.
Oh, baby!
Up to the sky.
We didn't buy.
We did buy. We got in on earnings and it crashed, and then we had to sit through all this.
Man, look at that. Look at that.
Here's some Barget here. That downtrend isn't super great. Like, these are much better charts. Wells Fargo. We had a couple big volume spikes here. And I think it made a new high. Yeah. Or dang close to it. Huh. This chart under here. Oh, this is the 1 hour. Okay. Yeah, the bank ones, I like SoFi too. Kind of thinking about SoFi. Either trading it, keep it on the list, sell some puts, something like that in SoFi. SoFi has earnings coming up. We can take a look at SoFi. So earnings for SoFi are later, the 27th. I mean, you don't get a ton. And if you're able to sell like 4 calls on it though? I mean, selling 4 versus like only being able to sell 1. That'd be kind of nice. I have to think about that. I think SoFi is on my list for things to think about. Still have it on here. My goals are going to be to get better entries and to just keep working with my TQQQ and BITO positions. Let's see here. Yeah, like my paper trading experiments, like the IBIT, and those are just straight selling puts, like, but the idea is to get a sign and then you have shares, so that's kind of what we're trying to do here too. And then I can just sell calls, so the wheel strategy, trying to implement that with a few of these tickers, and then day trading around other tickers. And SoFi is definitely on the list. Let's take a look. Let's keep going. And then those H banks, and those look good. And then, and what about Delta though? What if that keeps going? Sell some puts on Delta. What do those go for? Are they any good? Just that momentum though, you know? So we would go out next 30 days. We go to like the 20 deltas. So Delta, you get some decent premium. Oh. Wow, that's a really good premium. Well, let's not sleep on Delta. Let's put a little list together. So SoFi, DAL. I like it because it's a different industry too. Thinking about industries that are gonna do well. I guess it all kind of depends on what Trump says tomorrow. I think that'll really determine where the market kind of goes. So XLY, which is a lot of Tesla, XOP, XLC, those all have earnings. For me, like, financials have kind of done it, so if anything there is... SMH is flat. I mean, look at that. It needs to break out. Where's SMH here? It's so flat. So Nvidia needs to do the earnings. Yeah. I don't want to be so tech heavy. I like the idea. Oh yeah, and healthcare. Healthcare's been in the dumper though. Yeah, healthcare's like barely hanging on by a thread. Like, it's all been about technology and stuff. Oh, and Uber, yeah, industrials. Let's not sleep on that. Let's go do a quick scan of industrials. See what's there. Go sector. We'll go to industrials. We want it above $5. We want over 1 million, and we do want them optionable. Archer Aviation. What do these guys do? Aerospace and Defense. How do we find out more? Doesn't pay dividends. Their income statement doesn't look too great. Takeoff landing air, huh? Okay. The latest is I thought there was a way we could see more about it. Go. So financials. That. $3 billion company, so super small. Don't really make money though. Wow, it's traded quite a bit. What does its chart look like? I didn't really. Like maybe just a trading thing. Railroads. American Airlines. Boeing. And GE. United. Wow. Yes. Yeah, RTX. Yeah. Hmm. It's trying. It's trying to get above there. Dang. I have to buy it like 88 to come back down to 88. We'll do RTX. It might not though, because they make like robots and stuff, so this is kind of at a low. I should buy this for the long-term portfolio. It's at a bit of a low. That might be something to buy. Yeah, that's interesting to me. I might put that one in the long-term portfolio, so we'll look at that's different. That's a different topic, but we'll put that in the long-term portfolio. Okay. What else is kind of interesting? It hasn't been able to break these highs. Except over here. Yeah, gold. How is gold doing? We didn't really look at gold. You see? I'm been insane. Maybe I'll get my images next for my short. I'll put the short out tomorrow. It's not even a downtrend up there. So let's go to the weekly. Let's just keep drawing up trends on gold, because that's all you can do. That's crazy. Yeah, it's breaking back out now. I gotta get this like cup and handle thing going on here. This shit's gonna break out. Alright, let's go look at another sector. Good technology. Actually, healthcare. I know that sounds crazy, but like... Let's take a look. That's like being squeezed. I played that the other day. I like got killed. This thing still just holds on. Yeah, let's look at evidence. Oh, I do. Oof, this is just consolidating. Winter earnings. Let's see. Hims. Earnings aren't till March. Oh wow, yeah, you can get a decent premium. Oh, that's not bad at all. Ooh, we might sell some of this just for like tricky times. We'll do this. Tricky times, what am I talking about? You get really decent premium. Earnings aren't until the 3rd of March. Ton of time, you have a whole month. Ooh, I like that play. I think we gotta play, y'all. We have something new to put in this in the short. Hopefully it ages well. We'll only hope that it ages well. I think we got an idea, chat. We got an idea to play with. Alright, let's what can we do now? We could maybe look at earnings that are coming up, so let me pull up earnings. And just get stuff ready for All right, let's just go to earnings. There's just all kinds of stuff on Twitter ain't nobody need to know about. Oh, we got 3M on Tuesday. Let's go. Long-term portfolio. Got my 1 share. Let's go. Yeah. So got Netflix on Tuesday after the close. Ooh, United. Okay, so that's big. So we'll make our decision on Delta after United. We'll see. Maybe we get a discount. Sell some puts lower. Let's go. Ooh, I kind of like that idea of like hymns and some Delta, like some variety, some differentiation. Let's go. And then we got Verizon. Oh, I should just bring it up. What am I doing? Here we go. And then we could save it too. I'll save it here in a minute. All right. There's probably more. And then GE. Ooh, we gotta keep an eye on Discover. We gotta keep an eye on that. What does that look like right now? That always goes through some crazy swings. I always kick myself for not buying it before. Jeez, it's at a high. It's at a giant high. Oh my gosh. Why did I was like looking at it down here? It was like $100. Yeah, huh. Interesting. Okay. Hey, if this falls on earnings, sign me up. I will be a part of that. We got NextEra Energy, which is important for my long-term portfolio. Texas Instruments, that's interesting. American Airlines is interesting. So the big ones for me though, ooh, these two right here, these two, KeyBank and oops. So these are in my long-term portfolio. This will be interesting for the NASDAQ because I like to trade the NASDAQ. United will be interesting because of Delta. I'd like to see how that plays out. Some good earnings next week. Nice. I'm excited. I'm excited. Alright, let's go ahead and save this picture so we can put it in our short. Steal it. Steal it. Not really stealing. I don't really take credit for his names in the back of it. It's not like I'm claiming it as my own. So we'll save that image. Have it ready to go for tomorrow. Gotta go check back on crude too. I was kind of making a move. Take a look at it again. What are we doing here? You're waffling around that line. About 50 minutes. We'll see where this bar closes. I mean, everything's really slow right now. Probably not going to pick up till like midnight, and then even if it does, it's like, well, we're not open tomorrow, so where that volume's going to come from. So we do have some good ideas. So we're thinking about a financial stock, maybe SoFi, maybe a different one. Thinking about HIMS, thinking about Delta. And then I would think about the tech stuff, but those kind of have earnings, so I'm not as excited about that. We'll be looking at futures though throughout the night, just dropping frames. So maybe you're hearing me, maybe you're not. And then focusing on our entries, making sure that if we do day trade, we're focusing on trendline breaks, we're focusing on VWAP, and we're focusing on the 9 and the 15 EMA. We're also trying to focus on trading the 15 to 1 hour time frames, the higher time frames, and not focusing and not going back. So another thing I noticed is that I was going back to lower time frames because I get scared or whatever, and that's not necessary. You know, that you just stick with what you went in with, like, you know, you just need to be ready to take that risk. So yeah. And everything's still, I mean, you know, on the longer term time frames, like, everything's still bullish, and the VIX is kind of low. So look, VIX is at 16. If the VIX does spike, I think that would be a great opportunity to sell some more premium. And we need to be looking at the So hymns for premium, Delta for premium, maybe SoFi. Those could be interesting trades, I think, for me, moving forward. See if there's anything else we can take a look at. Communication. That. I always wonder about AT&T, like just selling that premium and then selling the calls or doing covered calls, because you can buy a bunch of shares of that. You just get a dividend, and it's kind of a. I bought like 100 shares. So if I every week or so wanted to sell calls, like 500. How much is that? Well, it's only a couple grand. And so I would sell, essentially I would sell 5 of these. Generate 2. I don't know if that could be another core position. This might be worth trading because it's gonna be president. I still have earnings, so I'm a little less. Man, that was a good trade if I would have stayed in it. Anyway, okay, so there's that. It's a good energy. Big move after earnings. You could still sell puts in there. Here's where I'm at. Yeah. So this is still interesting. Soxal. That's not bad either. Could even come in closer. Oh, that's terrible. I go out more in time. I think I would go out more in time with those, probably 30 days. But it'd be nice to do some weekly plays, like just collecting it every week, like so that my other thing looks a little bit better and it's not all trapped in here. Because if you don't take the profits, then you know you ain't. Yeah, it's not real. It's all house money still. So Soxal's interesting, only because it has this, it looks like it's really pounding out this bottom down here, so that's kind of interesting. Maybe top. So Soxal. Yeah, it hasn't broken out of its downtrend. You know, it really hasn't, if you think about it. It just has not done that. Robinhood killing it. This already had earnings. I only get monthly options though. Yeah, there's not a lot of traction on those. I don't know if I like that. SoFi's better. Shoot, even KeyBank's better. Still go to 22. DLT. Just killed. Doesn't have great earning. They don't have great options though. Trade very well. Kind of at a high. Morgan's a definitely. Gold miners. Now I'm a little overwhelmed. I think I have some good ideas. So I have SoFi, Delta, HIMS. Still looking at trading. Trying to figure out how to trade indices and crude the best that I can. I want to get better entries. We'll focus on our plays and whether or not we need to roll them. Yeah, I think that's kind of where we're at for right now, and then watching earnings. But yeah, I think that's where we're at for the week. Let's see if there's anything else we could do. Look at technology. Oh, a lot of Intel's being traded. Fucking interesting. That's really interesting. And Apple's kind of at a low. They don't sell phones in China anymore. So, well, they do, but the sales are lower now. More competition. And, like, I wouldn't depend on that market anyway. There's, like, no freedoms, you know? Like, if they want to have their people use a particular phone, it's like, couldn't they just mandate that? Like, I don't know. I think it's really hard to do business over there. AMD, like, not look like the Nvidia chart. That's been really sideways. Yeah, for a really long time, like a month now. Months now. It's sideways. Intel, though. What's going on with Intel? Huh. Uber's just been sideways. I'll put Uber on the list too, even though I have never really traded that well. I think I'll put it on the list. Something to look at. Let's take it out of here, because I like to put my tickers that I'm going to day trade there. Okay, we could delete these. Okay. And then also just making sure that I write everything out. So, like, don't do trades if you're not going to put them in this. All you gotta do is put them in here. You know, let someone know how you traded this. Also, particularly for myself. You know, and take pictures of especially the trendline trades to see where you entered, where you exited. We need to go back and think about our entries for some of these trades. I think that's important to go back and do that. Dropping frames, y'all. Alright, let's take one more last look at the futures here. Come back in about 30 minutes, see how crude's doing. Might take a shot on crude there. I'll come back and maybe I'll chart some. Let's do that right now. Like, let's chart some gold here. And do that now. There. Okay. Lee. bring that down a little bit. I don't like drawing these super close trend lines. Alright, well, we got gold here, so keep an eye on these for a little while. See how things are trading. So we'll come back to those, but I think that's it for now. I'll make sure my short goes out tomorrow. Again, our core positions are TQQQ, IBIT. We're going to try to diversify with a little bit of healthcare. Also, we have energy, but we're throwing some healthcare, throwing some possibly industrials. I think that could be kind of interesting. So I'll work on that. And remember, this is for educational informational purposes only. It's not intended to be financial advice or a recommendation. Please do your own research. Trading is risky. But if you like what you see, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and follow us at Wilsifer so you always know when we go live. Happy trading. Hope you have a relaxing day off. And see you next time.